I'm here today at Dornfield where there's food, fun, and cabbage ball. That's right, the Student Government Association is hosting a cabbage ball tournament called Home Runs for Harvey, where all the proceeds will go directly to Hurricane Harvey relief efforts. Well, you don't have to be from Fraser to know of Eberline Drive. It was the epicenter of the sinkhole in 2016. 2 houses at the end of the street collapsed on Christmas Eve, but now that life is back to normal in the neighborhood. The name Eberline Drive is rising, not sinking.
The water crisis in Flint, Michigan is far from over, even 4 years later.
NABJ reporter Sydney Clark joins us live here in the studio to tell us more. Sydney?
NABJ conference goers got the chance to learn about the ongoing water troubles in Flint. On Wednesday, a federal judge dismissed Governor Rick Snyder and the state of Michigan as defendants in a serious class action lawsuit.
That mayor that we have, that's the only person I trust.
People who live in Flint don't trust the water either. Many people are using cases of bottled water to bathe, drink, and cook. Flint community activist Isaiah Oliver served on the NABJ panel about this heated issue. Oliver wants health officials to address the long-term health and development of people in his city right away. Flint resident Aaron Coney wants people to know about the real current state of the city and its water supply.
I was actually at a conference just a couple weeks ago called the Links Incorporated conference, where they were asking about Flint. They were like, what? I didn't know that was still happening. So the fact that people that I know from my hometown that were on this panel today that spoke about everything happening gave people an enlightening experience about what's going on in Flint. The things that they're putting into place, like the Flint Registry, they got that message out there because a lot of journalists here will be able to relay that information in order to let them know what's happening throughout the nation and how people can get involved and help.
Attorney Cynthia Lindsay believes that her legal team should be close to a settlement by October. Fixing Flint's water troubles could take another 3 to 4 years.
But we have Sydney Clark telling us how easy it is to cross the border for under $10.
What if you could take a quick day trip to Canada or even visit for a few hours? Well, if you're in the Detroit area, you don't have to travel far, just under a mile to be exact. Just on the other side of the Detroit River is the Canadian city of Windsor, Ontario. However, you won't be able to enter unless you have a passport. You can get to the city 3 ways, using the Ambassador Bridge, the Detroit-Windsor Tunnel, or by boat. People on both sides of the border come to this part of Canada.
I came in by train last night from Toronto, having traveled across the country from Vancouver, BC, for almost a week. And so far, I think it looks like a very nice, quiet city, but at first I thought Detroit was the city, and I was quite surprised at how large it was. I'm as much interested in what's across the river as I am by what's here in the city.
A camera-shy man who lives in Windsor says,
right where we're at, the riverfront, Windsor has always had a beautiful waterfront. It attracts a lot of people from, especially the United States and Canada, of course. It's safe. We've never had any major problems down here. I come down here a lot. I'm here almost every day. I'm retired, and so I have plenty of time.
If you have time while in Detroit, consider a visit to Windsor. Reporting from Ontario, Sydney Clark, NABJ News. Content, whether it's a book, blog, or even a YouTube channel, has the potential to flourish and thrive if you are strategic.
One thing that I learned is that facts tell, but stories sell.
Johnson participated as a panelist on NABJ's interactive session called Turn Your Content into Cash. Public relations powerhouse Pam Perry led the workshop. They offer tips and strategies for repurposing content and building your brand. Creative consultant Tamara Hartley offers advice on how to stand out when promoting your content.
Well, one of the things you can do to stand out from the crowd is to be yourself, because no one else can be you. So I do videos and I do a blog, and I just try to be consistent, be myself, and not try to be anything else. People know when you're not being authentic.
Speaker AJ Williams shared her mantra that keeps her focused on her goals.
AJ, make the coin, secure the bag.
PR professional Megan Norman found the session inspiring.
Some of the major takeaways were finding your niche and the power of collaborating. Sometimes I think we think that we're here by ourselves and that someone else has this great idea and so we can't do it, but being an individual but also learning from other people and finding ways to collaborate with them can really increase your own brand.
Sydney Clark, NABJ News. For this Spring Hill College senior, her final year of playing basketball is bittersweet. I caught up with Jewel Hill to talk about her love for the game, as well as insights about the transition from playing sports to entering the workforce. For Hill, basketball is more than just a sport, it's a way of life.
It has influenced my life in many ways. For starters, I look to basketball for everything, to clear my mind, to focus. I also decided to start coaching a girls' AAU team and influence their lives as well.
Jeremy Moore of Career Services highlights some of the challenges that athletes face in college.
Due to the natures of their schedule, training, practice, games, etc., it is common for them to miss out on opportunities during the regular school year to network with recruiters and professional development workshops. I would encourage all student athletes to set up an account on athletenetwork.com and start exploring opportunities and connect with alumni within organizations which they find interest.
Hill talks about her career goals after graduation in the spring.
After graduation, I plan to probably work in the IT field or computer field. I will continue to coach my AAU team as well and maybe even start coaching and teaching at a college. Basketball has taught me that sometimes you have to be the subordinate, sometimes you have to lead, and you have to follow and listen as well.
Reporting for Badger Television, I'm Sydney Clark. This past week, one of Spring Hill's newest organizations had their first major event of the semester. Upper Room Acapella, a student choral organization, was created in 2015. For more on the event as well as on the organization, I sat down with President Jacob Morris. Spring Hill College's Upper Room Acapella organization, formerly known as BTW Acapella, hosted its spring semester concert on Monday, April 3rd and Wednesday, April 5th in Byrne Memorial Hall. The concert included song selections from Sia, Lady Gaga, Ed Sheeran, and several other mainstream artists.
Well, I was kissing on my baby, and she...
It was incredible. These people are amazing. It makes me wish I wasn't tone deaf. So, did I love it? Yeah!
One thing is for sure, and that is this organization has a hopeful and bright future ahead. So keep calm and sing on.